Welcome to episode 20 of Drive Tour. I'm your host, Robert Travis Curtin, radio call sign KI5AOK. Today we're going to explore Texas State Highway 36. This video is part 1 of a 3-part series devoted to exploring State Highway 36 from Brenham, Texas to Freeport, Texas. Today's video will explore State Highway 36 from Brenham to Sealy, passing through Bellville. Now, currently we are in the town of Brenham, Texas. Brenham, according to the 2020 U.S. Census, has a population of 17,369 people. It is the county seat of Washington County, and it is known for not only a German heritage festival in May called Mayfest, but also produces a product that will get you the same looks as when you speak negatively about In-N-Out to a Californian. That is Bluebell Ice Cream. Now, Bluebell Ice Cream's corporate headquarters and main manufacturing facility is located on FM 577, that's on Bluebell Road, which is exactly one exit back from where this video starts on US 290. From Monday through Friday, you can tour the facility, shop at the gift shop, and enjoy scoops of ice cream, some with flavors not sold in supermarkets. The facility itself, however, is closed to the public on weekends. Well, now that we've got Brenham and by extension Bluebell out of the way, let's talk about State Highway 36. State Highway 36 is a Texas state highway that starts at an intersection with US 79, US 190, just outside Milano, Texas, and ends at an intersection with FM 1495 and State Highway 288 in Freeport, Texas. If you've watched Drive Tour episode 16, which covers State Highway 288, you've actually seen the southern terminus of State Highway 36. Now, I'm sure some of you have noticed, but I stated that this video is part of a 3-part series that starts in Brenham and will end in Freeport. I also said State Highway 36 starts in Milano, Texas. The section between Milano, Texas and Brenham, Texas has not been recorded yet, so it is not part of this series. However, I will include it later as a future part 4 once I have recorded the route. Now, this particular video, which is labeled Part 1, explores State Highway 36 from Brenham to Sealy, passing through Bellville. There really isn't much to talk about regarding State Highway 36, and it is similar to most rural state highways in Texas. A few trees, some flat land, and an occasional road connecting to the highway. Things you would find on any typical rural highway. State Highway 36 is also known as the 36th Division Memorial Highway. You get the relation, 36th Division, State Highway 36? Don't worry about it. This happens somewhat frequent in Texas. For my quick research, the road honors the 36th Division of the Texas National Guard, which participated in World War I. You can find more information by following the link on the screen after you've watched the video. Now, State Highway 36, at least Part 1, will end in Sealy, Texas. If you ever heard of a mattress brand called Sealy, it was originally made in Sealy, Texas at the Haynes Mattress Factory. This facility has been closed for a long time, as the company has been bought and sold over the years, but the old buildings are still standing at 109 North Hardeman Street in Sealy. In the time that it has been briefly describing Bluebell Ice Cream and Sealy mattresses, we passed Farm to Market Road 109. Here's a quick overview. FM 109 is a rural 2-lane highway that runs from the intersection with State Highway 36 to an intersection with business State Highway 71 in Columbus, Texas. Now, State Loop 497 is the designation of a previous routing of State Highway 36. State Loop 497 services Kenny and is also the only way to access FM 2754 from State Highway 36. Farm to Market Road 2754 runs from an intersection with State Loop 497, roughly 0.25 miles or 400 meters from State Highway 36, to an intersection 1.75 miles or 2.8 kilometers west of Nelsonville, Texas, with State Highway 159. One of the main problems with doing videos that are rural in nature is that there are usually no landmarks to comment on. This is my observations with State Highway 36. Until we get to the next town, which is called Bellville, there isn't really anything to talk about except for those state highways and farm to market roads that intersect with State Highway 36. This is the advantage of doing city freeways. There is always something to comment on. Welcome to the town of Bellville. Now this town, for as little as it has in it, is really a neat little town to travel through. This is a junction point between State Highway 36 and State Highway 159. You also will find FM 1456, FM 529, and FM 2429 terminating in Bellville. This town holds 4,206 people as of 2020 and has a unique road feature that I will get to later in the program. But first, let's talk about State Highway 159. State Highway 159 is a state highway that starts at an intersection with Business US 290 in Hempstead, Texas, and ends at an intersection with Business State Highway 71 in LaGrange, Texas. State Highway 159 multiplexes with State Highway 36 through the town of Bellville. State Highway 159 also travels through the town of Fayetteville, Texas. State Highway 159, State Highway 36 has a unique feature found in Bellville. Many small towns have their courthouses in a town square, where either the main road passes on one side of the town square or follows the town square around. Bellville is a bit different. The courthouse is in the middle of State Highway 159, State Highway 36, causing the road to divide into separate travel lanes and then remerge, all just to get around the courthouse. Because of this unique feature with the courthouse, FM 1456's route is a bit odd. FM 1456 starts here in Bellville at State Highway 36, State Highway 159, and continues until it reaches State Highway 159 again, without State Highway 36's multiplex, somewhere near the halfway point between Bellville and Hempstead, near the Brazos River. It does go through the small town of Buckhorn. In front of the courthouse, as you can see, FM 1456 normally would be to the left. But since you can't turn left at the intersection, as there is no left turn sign, possibly due to the courthouse, FM 1456 starts at the other side of the courthouse, goes north for one block, turns left, goes west for another block, then turns right and heads north onto its proper alignment. Next up is the intersection that separates State Highway 159 and State Highway 36. We will continue on to State Highway 36, but just on the other side of that railroad tracks is FM 529. FM 529 starts at State Highway 159 in Bellville and continue to the US 290 near Beltway 8 South Houston Tollway in Houston. It also passes just north of Katy, Texas, where I reside. You'll see FM 529 on episodes 1, 8, and the other end of it in episode 10. Hey, do me a favor today. If you like the video, please hit the like button, which tells the YouTube algorithm to promote the video and the channel more. If you have a comment about this video, please leave it in the comment section below. If you want to be notified of future videos, please hit that subscribe button below and turn on all notifications. Now we are on the second stage of our journey. We are now heading towards Sealy, Texas. Next intersection we should talk about is FM 2429. FM 2429 has its starts with State Highway 36 just on the southern tip of Bellevue and continues until it meets up with FM 949. Southbound traffic will usually take 2429 if they are heading to Cat Springs, Texas. One of the biggest challenges that me or any YouTube content creator who deals with outside activities must face is the weather. The weather can be quite fickle, especially when you create driving videos like mine. The problem with weather and driving is the weather can change at any time, which can make or break a shot. Case in point, rain. I can't tell you the number of times I had to reshoot an entire video all because some rain ruined the shot. This is especially true for downpours. Normally, this video would have been reshot due to the rain, but I wanted to give you, the viewers, a glimpse of the hazards of video production. But I'll be honest, in reality, I didn't want to go back and take this shot again, so I left the rain in. Besides, it was a light rain, so no big deal. Up ahead is FM 949. FM 949, like FM 2429, has its beginnings with State Highway 36. It travels west, then south, until it reaches an intersection with FM 102, somewhere between Columbus, Texas and Eagle Pass, Texas, crossing I-10 and US 90 in the process. The road travels through Cat Springs. You'll notice a lot of roads attached to State Highway 36 leads to Cat Springs. Well, it looks like the rain is starting to diminish. This is good, as the rest of this trip will be rain-free. FM 331 is yet another road that gets its start at State Highway 36. It travels north and east until reaching what could be described as an oil field. This is how a farm-to-market road normally operates, but I guess in this case, instead of farming for crops, they're farming for oil. It does make a brief multiplex with FM 529 in the small town of Burleigh. However, there is nothing of interest on FM 331 to talk about, so let's move on. FM 2187 is yet another road that starts at State Highway 36. I swear, it's almost like nothing actually crosses State Highway 36. They simply just terminate on State Highway 36. However, if memory serves me correctly, the route south of Sealy should be a lot better. FM 2187 continues on a westerly route until it ends at an intersection with FM 949 just south of, guess who? Cat Springs. And if you think we're done with Cat Springs, well, think again, because now we're in the lovely town of Sealy, Texas. And with that, we come to the intersection with FM 1094. Like every other road that meets up with State Highway 36, FM 1094 starts at an intersection with State Highway 36 and travels westerly to an intersection with FM 109 at New Elm. FM 1094 does intersect, however, with FM 949 at Cat Springs, thus making it the fourth and final road to end up at Cat Springs, Texas. Next on the list of intersections to visit is State Loop 350. State Loop 350 was built with one purpose in mind, and that is to act as a substitute for an intersection with US 90 and State Highway 36. While US 90 and State Highway 36 intersect, US 90 travels over State Highway 36. There are no entrance and exit ramps from State Highway 36 to US 90, so State Loop 350 was built to accommodate the lack of an intersection. The other end of State Loop 350 is a block from I-10. And last is, of course, I-10. I-10 is a large interstate going from Florida to California. This section that we're at now goes from Houston, Texas to San Antonio, Texas. US 90, which goes over State Highway 36, also has the same control cities. Well, this is the end of Drive Tour episode 20. Thank you very much for joining me, and special thanks to Storyboard, YouTube, Artlist, and Licked for background and music. Join me again next time, and until then, drive safely, everyone.